Part 1 of the text discusses the struggles faced by individuals who have achieved outward success, but feel a deep inner hunger and a lack of fulfillment in their personal lives and relationships. The author shares various scenarios, such as career success at the cost of family life, failed attempts at personal change, difficulty in managing employees, dealing with a rebellious teenager, feeling overwhelmed by the pressures of time, and questioning the meaning and impact of one's life. The author recounts a personal experience with their own son who was facing challenges in school, both academically and socially. Initially, the author and their spouse tried to help their son by using positive mental attitude techniques and reinforcing his efforts. However, these approaches were ineffective, and they realized that they needed to change their own perceptions and attitudes. The text then discusses the shift in the literature of success from the character ethic to the personality ethic. The character ethic emphasizes principles such as integrity, humility, and justice, while the personality ethic focuses more on techniques, attitudes, and behaviors that improve social interaction. The author suggests that the personality ethic, although beneficial in some ways, often addresses surface-level issues while leaving underlying problems unresolved. Through a change in perception and a focus on their son's unique identity and worth, the author and their spouse were able to help him develop a sense of confidence and achieve success in various areas of life. This experience led them to realize the importance of the character ethic and the need to align their deepest motives and values with their actions. The text concludes by emphasizing the distinction between primary and secondary greatness. Primary greatness is associated with character and principles, while secondary greatness refers to personality traits and skills. The author suggests that true success and fulfillment come from cultivating primary greatness and integrating principles into one's character. Overall, this part of the text highlights the importance of aligning one's actions with deeply held values and principles, rather than relying solely on external success or quick fixes. It emphasizes the significance of character and perception in achieving true fulfillment and meaningful relationships. The excerpt you provided discusses the concept of paradigms and their influence on our perceptions, attitudes, and behaviors. A paradigm can be understood as a mental map or model that shapes the way we perceive and interpret the world around us. It represents our assumptions, theories, and frames of reference. The analogy used in the text compares paradigms to maps. Just as a map is a representation of certain aspects of a territory and can be accurate or inaccurate, a paradigm is a representation of something else, such as the way things are or the way things should be. Our attitudes and behaviors are influenced by the paradigms we hold, and we often assume that our view of the world is the correct or only perspective. The text further emphasizes the importance of having the right map or accurate paradigm. If our paradigms are incorrect or flawed, our efforts, attitudes, and behaviors based on those paradigms will lead us astray. It highlights the need for self-awareness and the examination of our paradigms to ensure they align with reality. The exercise with the picture of the young woman and old woman demonstrates how conditioning and personal paradigms can influence our perceptions. Different individuals may see different things based on their conditioning and prior experiences. It shows that people can see the same facts but interpret them differently based on their paradigms. The text suggests that understanding our paradigms and being open to other perspectives can lead to greater objectivity and more effective interactions with others. By recognizing the influence of our conditioning and actively examining our paradigms, we can broaden our understanding, listen to others, and gain a more comprehensive view of the world. Overall, the text emphasizes the significance of paradigms in shaping our thoughts, actions, and interactions, and encourages us to be aware of our paradigms and open to alternative perspectives. The excerpt you provided discusses the concept of a paradigm shift and its power to bring about significant changes in our perception, understanding, and behavior. A paradigm shift refers to a transformative change in the way we see and interpret the world, often breaking with old ways of thinking and replacing them with new perspectives. This shift can be instantaneous or gradual and can have positive or negative effects. The author gives examples of paradigm shifts in various domains. For instance, Copernicus's heliocentric model challenged the prevailing belief that the Earth was the center of the universe, leading to a new understanding of celestial bodies and their movements. Similarly, the development of the germ theory revolutionized medicine and greatly improved healthcare practices. The author also shares a personal anecdote that highlights the power of a paradigm shift in individual interactions. Initially irritated by a man and his unruly children on a subway, The author's perception changed dramatically upon learning that the man's wife had just passed away. This realization led to a shift in attitude and behavior, filled with sympathy and compassion. The text emphasizes that while some paradigm shifts may occur spontaneously, others require deliberate effort and a change in one's character and underlying paradigms. It suggests that focusing on attitudes and behaviors alone may lead to minor changes, but to achieve significant, transformative change, it is necessary to work on our fundamental paradigms. The author introduces the principle-centered paradigm, which is based on the idea that there are timeless principles governing human effectiveness. These principles, akin to natural laws, shape our growth, happiness, and interactions. The author cites examples such as fairness, integrity, human dignity, service, and potential. These principles, when internalized and turned into habits, empower individuals and organizations to adapt and thrive in different situations. Overall, the text emphasizes the importance of recognizing and shifting paradigms to unlock profound changes in perception, behavior, and overall effectiveness in various aspects of life. The principles of growth and change discussed in the provided text highlight the limitations and flaws of the personality ethic, which promotes quick fixes and superficial techniques for achieving personal effectiveness and fulfilling relationships. The author emphasizes that true growth and development require a natural process that cannot be skipped or bypassed. The text argues that attempting to take shortcuts in personal growth and development leads to disappointment and frustration. Just as a child learns to crawl before walking, individuals must go through sequential stages of growth and development in all areas of life. Whether it's learning a new skill or improving relationships, each step is important and takes time. The importance of self-awareness and admission of ignorance is also highlighted. To learn and grow, it is necessary to ask questions, seek guidance, and acknowledge one's limitations. Ignorance can be the starting point of education and personal development. The text provides examples of the consequences of trying to shortcut the growth process. It mentions executives attempting to improve productivity through external interventions or mergers and acquisitions without addressing the underlying trust issues within the organization. It also shares a personal anecdote about a father trying to force his child to share, highlighting the negative effects of borrowing strength and lacking patience and understanding. Additionally, the text suggests that the way we see a problem is often the problem itself. The personality ethic promotes a focus on quick fixes and external solutions, while true change requires a paradigm shift in how we perceive and approach problems. It questions whether efficiency alone can bring fulfillment, whether external factors are solely responsible for marital problems, and whether our own paradigms and perceptions contribute to the challenges we face. Overall, the principles of growth and change presented in the text emphasize the importance of embracing a natural process, seeking self-awareness, and adopting a deeper understanding of oneself and others in order to achieve true personal growth and fulfilling relationships. The passage you provided discusses the concept of a new level of thinking and introduces the principles of the book The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. It emphasizes the need for a paradigm shift in thinking to solve deep, fundamental problems and achieve personal and interpersonal effectiveness. The passage highlights the importance of starting with oneself, focusing on character and motives, and taking an inside-out approach. It suggests that by improving oneself and aligning with principles, one can positively influence relationships and various aspects of life. The author emphasizes that lasting solutions, happiness, and success do not come from an outside-in approach but rather from within. The passage also discusses the power of habits in shaping our lives and the need for a combination of knowledge, skill, and desire to develop new habits. Furthermore, the passage introduces the concept of the maturity continuum, which describes the progression from dependence to independence and ultimately to interdependence. It argues that interdependence is a higher form of maturity and promotes collaboration, teamwork, and cooperation. Overall, the passage encourages a shift in thinking, personal growth, and the development of effective habits to achieve success and happiness in life. The passage you provided is an excerpt from Stephen Covey's book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. In this passage, Covey introduces the concept of effectiveness and the importance of maintaining a balance between production and production capability in various aspects of life, including personal, financial, and organizational domains. Covey uses the analogy of a farmer and a goose that lays golden eggs to illustrate the principle. The farmer, initially receiving a golden egg every day, becomes greedy and impatient. He decides to kill the goose, hoping to get all the golden eggs at once. However, upon opening the goose, he finds no more golden eggs and has destroyed the asset that produced them. The story highlights the importance of balancing the desired results with the capacity to produce them. Covey expands on this idea by discussing different types of assets: physical, financial, and human. He emphasizes the need to maintain and invest in these assets to ensure long-term effectiveness. Neglecting maintenance and improvement can lead to diminished production capabilities and negative consequences. The passage also touches on the significance of the PC balance in relationships, both within marriages and parent-child dynamics. Covey suggests that focusing solely on the desired results while neglecting the relationship can lead to deterioration and negative outcomes. Furthermore, Covey applies the PC balance principle to organizational settings. He mentions the negative impact of disregarding the balance with physical assets, such as machines, and the consequences of neglecting customer and employee relationships. He argues that treating employees as volunteers and investing in their well-being and development can lead to increased organizational effectiveness. Overall, the passage emphasizes the importance of maintaining a balance between short-term results and the long-term health and sustainability of the assets that produce those results. By adopting this principle of effectiveness, individuals and organizations can achieve sustainable growth, problem-solving capabilities, and continuous learning. To make the most out of this book, the author suggests adopting 2 paradigm shifts that will enhance your learning experience and application of the principles outlined in the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Here's how you can use this book effectively. 1. View it as a companion, not just a one-time read. Rather than treating this material as a book to read and put aside, consider it as a continual resource for personal growth and change. While you can read it once to grasp the overall concepts, the material is designed to be revisited and studied incrementally. Take your time to delve deeper into each habit, expanding your knowledge, skills, and desire for personal development. 2. Embrace an inside-out approach. Shift your mindset from being a passive learner to that of a teacher. As you read, think about sharing or discussing what you learn with someone else within 48 hours of acquiring the knowledge. Imagine yourself teaching the material to your spouse, child, business associate, or friend. This approach will not only improve your understanding and retention but also bring about a transformation in your mental and emotional process. By following these suggestions, you can expect the following positive outcomes. 1. Evolutionary growth with a revolutionary impact. The principles in the 7 habits have the potential to transform individuals and organizations. By fully embracing the PC balance principle and living the habits, you can experience significant personal and professional growth. 2. Increase self-confidence and self-awareness. Engaging with the first 3 habits of private victory will lead to heightened self-confidence. You will gain a deeper understanding of your nature, core values, and unique capabilities. Living in alignment with your values will infuse you with a sense of identity, integrity, control, and inner directedness. 3. Greater focus on others and improved relationships. As you care less about others' opinions of you, you will become more invested in their self-perception and the quality of their lives. Your emotional well-being will no longer rely on exploiting others' weaknesses. The next 3 habits of public victory will enable you to heal and strengthen important relationships, making them more profound, solid, creative, and adventurous. 4. True independence and effective interdependence. The 7th habit, when internalized, will renew the first 6 habits and make you self-reliant while also enabling effective collaboration with others. It will empower you to recharge your own batteries and maintain a healthy balance in your life. Remember that change and growth take time, so be patient with yourself as you embark on this journey of self-improvement. Self-growth is a sacred process that requires dedication and commitment. Despite not being a quick fix, you will experience immediate benefits and payoffs that will encourage you to continue. Value the effort you invest, as it is what gives everything its true worth. In part 2 of the book, titled Private Victory, the author discusses Habit 1, Be Proactive. The chapter emphasizes the unique human ability of self-awareness and the importance of understanding how we see ourselves and others. It highlights that we are not defined by our feelings, moods, or thoughts but rather have the capacity to think about them, The author explores the concept of the social mirror and how our perception of ourselves is often influenced by the opinions and paradigms of others. The chapter also introduces 3 theories of determinism and argues that while conditioning and conditions have an impact on us, we still have the freedom to choose our response. The story of Viktor Frankl is shared as an example of someone who, despite experiencing extreme suffering in a concentration camp, exercised his freedom to choose his response and found meaning in his circumstances. The chapter concludes by defining proactivity as taking responsibility for our own lives, making conscious choices based on values rather than being controlled by circumstances or feelings. It emphasizes that proactive people are driven by values and have the ability to choose their response to stimuli, while reactive people are driven by circumstances and allow their environment to control them. The chapter ends with a personal anecdote illustrating the transformative power of choosing one's response to a difficult situation. The passage discusses the concept of personal freedom and the transformative power of having a positive attitude and taking initiative in difficult circumstances. It highlights the example of Viktor Frankl and his ability to inspire others through his personal freedom in challenging situations. The author also shares a personal experience with a friend named Carol who had a terminal illness, but displayed tremendous courage and inspiration. The passage emphasizes the importance of attitude and response to life experiences, particularly in the face of adversity. Furthermore, the passage explores the significance of taking initiative and being proactive in various aspects of life, such as personal growth, job opportunities, and problem solving. It mentions the need to recognize one's responsibility to make things happen and not wait for others to take care of them. The author shares examples of individuals who exhibited proactive behavior and achieved success as a result. The passage also addresses the language we use and how it reflects our attitudes and paradigms. It distinguishes between reactive language, which absolves individuals of responsibility, and proactive language, which focuses on choices and taking control of one's actions. The importance of self-awareness and examining our language is emphasized to understand our underlying paradigms and shift towards a proactive mindset. Overall, the passage underscores the power of personal freedom, positive attitude, and proactive behavior in navigating difficult circumstances and achieving personal and professional success. The concept of the circle of concern and the circle of influence is introduced in Stephen Covey's book The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. The circles represent different areas of focus and control in our lives. The circle of concern includes all the things we care about or are concerned about, such as our health, family, work issues, global problems, etc. These are the areas where we have some emotional or mental involvement, but they may or may not be under our control. Within the circle of concern, there is a smaller circle of influence. This circle represents the things we can actually do something about, the areas where we have control or the ability to make a difference. By focusing our time and energy on the circle of influence, we become more proactive and empowered. Proactive people prioritize their efforts in the circle of influence. They concentrate on the things they can change, working on their own behavior, habits, and methods of influence. Their energy is positive and constructive, leading to an expansion of their circle of influence. On the other hand, reactive people tend to focus on the circle of concern. They often dwell on things outside their control, blaming others or feeling like victims. This reactive mindset generates negative energy and causes their circle of influence to shrink. The key to becoming more proactive is to shift our attention and efforts from the circle of concern to the circle of influence. By working on ourselves, developing positive habits, expanding our methods of influence, and accepting the things we cannot change, we take control of our own lives and increase our capacity to make a difference. The story shared about the proactive executive demonstrates how focusing on the circle of influence can lead to positive outcomes. Instead of complaining about the president's weaknesses, this executive chose to compensate for them and work on expanding his own circle of influence. As a result, he gained the president's trust and influence over the organization. The example of Gandhi further illustrates the power of expanding the circle of influence. Instead of engaging in political rhetoric, he focused on connecting with people at the grassroots level and built a movement that eventually brought about significant change. In summary, the circle of concern and the circle of influence represent different areas of focus in our lives. By directing our energy towards the things we can control and influence, we become more proactive and effective in creating positive change. The excerpt you provided is from Stephen Covey's book The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. It discusses 2 circles of concern, The circle of concern and the circle of influence. The circle of concern is filled with things that are outside of our control, such as other people's behavior, circumstances, or external events. People in this circle often focus on what they don't have or blame external factors for their problems. For example, wishing for a better boss, a more patient spouse, obedient children, more time, or a degree. On the other hand, the circle of influence is filled with things that are within our control, such as our own thoughts, actions, and behavior. This circle is about focusing on personal character and being proactive. Instead of waiting for external factors to change, individuals in this circle take responsibility for their own actions and work on improving themselves. The excerpt also emphasizes the importance of working on oneself and taking proactive steps to effect positive change. It gives an example of Joseph from the Old Testament, who faced challenging circumstances but took proactive action to improve his situation. It suggests that by focusing on our own character and being proactive, we can positively influence our circumstances and relationships. Additionally, the excerpt discusses the concept of making and keeping commitments. It highlights that our ability to make and keep commitments to ourselves and others is a manifestation of our proactivity. By being true to our commitments, we build character and become more effective in various aspects of our lives. The author invites readers to test the principle of proactivity for 30 days. During this time, they should focus on their circle of influence, make and keep commitments, be part of the solution, and avoid blaming others or making reactive statements. The goal is to develop a proactive mindset and take responsibility for one's own life and happiness. Finally, the excerpt introduces habit 2, begin with the end in mind. It encourages readers to envision their own funeral 3 years from now and reflect on how they would like to be remembered by family, friends, and colleagues. This exercise helps individuals clarify their values, goals, and the legacy they want to leave behind. Overall, the excerpt emphasizes the importance of proactivity, taking responsibility for one's life, and aligning actions with personal values and long-term goals. Begin with the end in mind is a principle from Stephen Covey's book The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. It means to start with a clear understanding of your destination or desired outcome in any endeavor. By having a clear vision of where you want to go or what you want to achieve, you can better understand your current situation and take the necessary steps to move in the right direction. When you begin with the end in mind, you have a frame of reference or a criterion by which you can evaluate your actions and decisions. It allows you to align your daily behaviors and choices with your long-term goals and values. Each day, you can ask yourself if what you're doing contributes to the vision you have for your life as a whole. This principle emphasizes the importance of setting priorities and focusing on what truly matters to you. It helps you avoid getting caught up in busyness or pursuing empty victories that don't align with your deepest values and aspirations. By keeping the end in mind, you can make sure that your efforts are directed towards what is truly important and meaningful to you. The concept of all things are created twice is also related to beginning with the end in mind. It suggests that everything in life has a first creation, which happens in the mind or as a result of conscious design, and a second creation, which is the physical manifestation or implementation of the initial idea. Whether it's building a house, starting a business, or raising children, the principle applies to all aspects of life. In the context of leadership and management, beginning with the end in mind means that leadership comes first. Leadership is about setting the direction, defining what needs to be accomplished, and aligning resources and efforts to achieve the desired outcomes. Management, on the other hand, deals with the efficient execution of tasks and processes once the direction has been established. In summary, begin with the end in mind is about starting with a clear understanding of your destination, aligning your actions with your long-term goals and values, and taking proactive steps to create the outcomes you desire. It involves envisioning the future you want and using that vision as a guide for your present choices and actions. Developing a personal mission statement or philosophy can be a powerful tool for self-improvement and personal leadership. It allows you to clarify your values, set clear goals, and make decisions based on what is truly important to you. A personal mission statement reflects your uniqueness and serves as a guide for your actions and behavior. The process of developing a personal mission statement involves examining your deepest values and assessing whether your current scripts and paradigms align with those values. It requires self-awareness, imagination, and conscience. By recognizing ineffective scripts and paradigms, you can proactively rescript yourself and change the way you see and approach situations. For example, if you find yourself reacting negatively and aggressively towards your children, you can examine your values and realize that your current script is not in harmony with those values. You can imagine a different approach that focuses on long-term growth, understanding, and love. By rescripting yourself, you can change your behavior and attitude, creating a positive impact on your relationships. A personal mission statement acts as a personal constitution, providing a changeless core and guiding principles for your life. It empowers you to navigate through changes and challenges, making decisions based on your values and purpose. Just as the United States Constitution serves as a standard for evaluating laws and guiding the nation, a personal mission statement becomes the basis for making life-directing decisions and daily choices. Having a personal mission statement helps you adapt to the changing environment and avoid being overwhelmed by rapid change. It provides a sense of purpose and meaning, eliminating the emptiness that can lead to mental and emotional struggles. When you have a clear mission, you become proactive and focused, aligning your actions with your vision and values. In summary, developing a personal mission statement involves clarifying your values, setting goals, and creating a guiding document that reflects your uniqueness. It empowers you to exercise personal leadership and make decisions based on what truly matters to you. A personal mission statement serves as a changeless core and helps you navigate through changes, bringing purpose and meaning to your life. The passage you provided discusses the concept of personal centers and how they affect various aspects of our lives. It emphasizes that whatever is at the center of our life becomes the source of our security, guidance, wisdom, and power. The passage explores different centers that people commonly have and how they impact their lives. It highlights that becoming emotionally dependent on a marriage or relationship can lead to vulnerability and conflict. In such cases, security, guidance, wisdom, and power are compromised. 2. Family-centeredness. Being centered on the family means deriving one's security and personal worth from family traditions, culture, or reputation. This can limit a person's ability to raise children with their long-term welfare in mind and may result in conditional love, emotional dependency, and counterdependency. 3. Money-centeredness. Making money becomes the central focus, driven by the need for economic security. However, relying on wealth and financial success for security can create anxiety and defensiveness. This center often lacks wisdom, guidance, and power beyond economic aspects. 4. Work-centeredness. Work-centered individuals prioritize their professional identity and achievements above other aspects of life. This focus on work can lead to neglecting health, relationships, and personal growth. Their security, guidance, wisdom, and power are limited to the work domain. 5. Possession-centeredness. This center revolves around material possessions, fame, and social prominence. Security and guidance are tied to possessions, but wisdom and power are lacking. 6. Pleasure-centeredness. The pleasure center focuses on seeking instant gratification and pursuing fun and pleasure. While innocent pleasures in moderation can be fulfilling, excessive pleasure-seeking can lead to constant boredom, narcissism, and a lack of deeper satisfaction. Security, guidance, wisdom, and power are limited to immediate gratification. The passage emphasizes that these centers have limitations and may not provide a well-rounded, balanced life. It suggests that a personal mission statement should be based on correct principles and an accurate understanding of oneself, which can help align one's center with values and create a harmonious and integrated individual. A 20th century testimony by Malcolm Muggeridge is a reflection on his life and the different centers that people often have in their lives. Muggeridge examines various centers from which people approach life and identifies their characteristics and limitations. He starts by discussing the centers of friend-centeredness and enemy-centeredness. Friend-centeredness refers to the excessive focus on friendships and the dependence on the opinions and actions of others for a sense of acceptance and belonging. On the other hand, enemy-centeredness occurs when someone becomes preoccupied with an enemy or someone they perceive as unjust, allowing that person's behavior to distort their entire life. Muggeridge also explores the center of being church-centered, where attendance and involvement in church activities do not necessarily equate to personal spirituality. He suggests that true spirituality comes from living the principles taught by the church rather than just participating in organized religion. The center of self-centeredness is identified as one of the most common centers in contemporary society. Muggeridge distinguishes between selfishness and a focus on personal growth and self-fulfillment, suggesting that the latter can be more productive when viewed in the context of serving and contributing to others. Furthermore, Muggeridge discusses other centers such as spouse-centeredness, family-centeredness, money-centeredness, work-centeredness, possession-centeredness, and pleasure-centeredness. He describes the characteristics associated with each center and the limitations they impose on a person's security, guidance, wisdom, and power. Muggeridge emphasizes the importance of identifying one's own center and its influence on personal effectiveness. He suggests examining the life support factors and determining which description aligns with one's own experiences to trace it back to the center from which it flows. Ultimately, Muggeridge proposes the idea of creating one clear center that provides a consistent sense of security, guidance, wisdom, and power. This ideal center empowers proactive living and brings harmony and congruency to all aspects of life. The passage you provided emphasizes the importance of centering our lives on correct principles as a foundation for personal development and effective living. Here are the key points highlighted. 1. Security. Correct principles provide a sense of security because they do not change. Unlike people or things that are subject to frequent change, principles are dependable and can be validated through our own experiences. 2. Guidance. Centering our lives on principles allows us to have a compass that guides us in knowing where we want to go and how to get there. We make decisions based on accurate data and consider both short-term and long-term implications. 3. Wisdom. Living by principles enables us to see the world differently and think and act in a proactive manner. We adopt a mindset of service and contribution, interpreting life's experiences as opportunities for learning and growth. 4. Power. The power that comes from principle-centered living is the power of self-awareness, knowledge, and proactivity. We are not limited by the attitudes, behaviors, or actions of others. Our actions are guided by an understanding of natural law and the consequences of principles. 5. Paradigm shift. The passage highlights the importance of understanding our own center and making paradigm shifts if necessary. The center from which we operate affects our motivations, decisions, actions, and interpretations of events. By shifting to a principle-centered paradigm, we become more effective and proactive in our lives. Overall, the passage suggests that living by correct principles provides a solid foundation for personal growth, effective decision-making, and a proactive approach to life's challenges. Writing a personal mission statement is a powerful tool for self-discovery and self-alignment. It helps you clarify your values, define your purpose, and guide your actions in line with your true self. Here's a step-by-step guide to writing and using a personal mission statement. 1. Reflect and introspect. Take the time to deeply explore your inner thoughts, values, and aspirations. Consider what truly matters to you, what brings you joy, and what you want to contribute to the world. Reflect on your unique strengths, passions, and experiences. 2. Seek your internal monitor. Frankl's idea that we detect rather than invent our missions suggests that each of us has an internal sense or conscience that guides us toward our unique purpose. Listen to that inner voice, pay attention to your intuition, and trust your instincts. 3. Be proactive. Recognize that you are responsible for your own life and that you have the power to shape your future. Focus on what you can control, your circle of influence, rather than being preoccupied with external factors beyond your control. 4. Write your mission statement. Crafting a mission statement takes time, introspection, and revision. It should be a concise and comprehensive expression of your core values, purpose, and desired impact. Start by brainstorming key words and phrases that resonate with you, then refine and organize them into a coherent statement. It may take weeks or even months to finalize it, and you should review and update it periodically. 5. Make it your constitution. Consider your mission statement as your personal constitution, the foundation upon which you base your decisions and actions. Use it as a compass to align your behavior and choices with your core values and goals. Regularly evaluate your actions against your mission statement to ensure congruence. 6. Tap into your right brain. The right hemisphere of your brain, associated with creativity and intuition, plays a crucial role in creating a compelling mission statement. Understanding brain dominance theory can help you access your right brain's capacity for imagination and conscience. Embrace holistic thinking, visualization, and the power of emotions to enrich your first creation ability. 7. Expand your perspective. Cultivate a broader outlook by consciously creating perspective-expanding experiences. Visualize different aspects of your life, such as your funeral, anniversaries, or retirement, in rich detail. Engage your senses and emotions to bring these visualizations to life. By stepping outside of your usual thought patterns, you gain clarity and prioritize what truly matters. 8. Use visualization and affirmation. Visualization is a powerful technique to integrate your mission statement into your daily life. Craft affirmations that reflect your desired behavior and mindset, ensuring they are personal, positive, present tense, visual, and emotional. Spend a few minutes each day visualizing yourself living in alignment with your affirmations, engaging all your senses for a deeper experience. 9. Live your mission statement. Personal leadership is an ongoing process of aligning your actions with your vision and values. Continuously keep your mission statement at the forefront of your mind and make conscious choices that align with it. Embrace the power of your right brain to imagine, visualize, and integrate your mission into your daily life. Remember, your personal mission statement is a dynamic and evolving document. As you grow and gain new insights, review and update it accordingly. Let it guide you on your journey of self-discovery, purpose, and fulfillment. The passage you provided discusses the importance of identifying roles and goals in different aspects of life, such as personal, family, and organizational contexts. It emphasizes the need for balance and harmony among these various roles to live a fulfilling and effective life. In terms of personal roles, individuals are encouraged to reflect on their different areas of responsibility, such as being an individual, spouse, parent, friend, or community member. By defining the values and goals associated with each role, individuals can create a mission statement that guides their actions and priorities. Similarly, families are encouraged to develop a family mission statement that reflects their shared vision, values, and goals. This mission statement becomes the framework for decision-making, problem-solving, and maintaining unity within the family. By periodically reviewing and revising the statement, families can ensure that their actions align with their deeply held beliefs and aspirations. The concept of mission statements is also extended to organizations, where it is crucial for everyone to be involved in the process of developing an effective mission statement. This shared vision provides a foundation of shared values and direction for the organization. The passage provides examples of companies like IBM and a hotel chain that have successfully integrated their mission statements into their culture, resulting in exceptional customer service and a strong sense of purpose among employees. Overall, the passage highlights the significance of mission statements in guiding individuals, families, and organizations towards meaningful goals and actions while promoting balance, unity, and alignment with core values. Habit 3, Put First Things First, focuses on effective self-management and the practical fulfillment of habits 1 and 2. It emphasizes the importance of aligning our actions with our principles and values. Here are some key points from the text. 1. Personal mission statement. The chapter emphasizes the significance of creating a personal mission statement that reflects our deep vision and values. It serves as a frame of reference for decision-making and guides our actions. Taking the time to develop a personal mission statement requires involvement, sincerity, and alignment with correct principles. 2. Involvement and commitment. Without involvement, there is no commitment. People need to be actively involved in creating and understanding the mission statement to truly buy into it. In organizations, when employees admit their mistakes and take proactive measures to rectify them, it demonstrates a commitment to providing excellent service and taking care of customers. 3. Organizational culture. The text highlights the importance of an organizational culture where employees are committed to the shared vision and values. A mission statement created by everyone involved in the organization is more effective than one written solely by top executives. Reward systems and value systems should be in alignment to foster commitment and unity. 4. Second creation. Habit 3 represents the second creation, which is the physical manifestation and actualization of habits 1 and 2. It involves the day-to-day application of effective self-management and the exercise of independent will. Effective management is essential for creating a life congruent with our values and principles. 5. Independent will. Independent will is the human endowment that enables effective self-management. It involves making decisions and choices in alignment with our values and principles, acting proactively, and carrying out our commitments. Personal integrity and discipline are derived from developing and exercising our independent will. 6. Putting first things first. Effective management is about prioritizing and focusing on the things that matter most. While leadership determines what those first things are, management is responsible for putting them first in our daily lives. It requires discipline, subordinating feelings and impulses to our values and goals. 7. Purpose and mission. Success is often tied to the ability to put first things first and do the things that failures don't like to do. This requires a clear sense of purpose, a burning yes inside that enables us to say no to distractions and other less important activities. Independent will and the strength of purpose play a crucial role in effective self-management. Overall, Habit 3 emphasizes the importance of aligning our actions with our values and principles, practicing effective self-management, and prioritizing the things that truly matter in our lives. The text you provided discusses 4 generations of time management and introduces the concept of the time management matrix, also known as the Eisenhower matrix or the Covey matrix. Here's a breakdown of the main points. 1. First generation. The first wave of time management was characterized by notes and checklists. It aimed to give recognition and inclusiveness to the various demands placed on our time and energy. 2. Second generation. The second wave introduced calendars and appointment books. This generation focused on looking ahead, scheduling future events and activities. 3. Third generation. The current time management field is considered the third generation. It builds upon the first 2 generations and emphasizes prioritization, clarifying values, and comparing the relative worth of activities based on their relationship to those values. It also includes goal setting and daily planning. 4. Fourth generation. The emerging fourth generation recognizes that time management is actually about managing ourselves. It shifts the focus from things and time to preserving and enhancing relationships and accomplishing results. The key concept of this generation is maintaining a balance between production and production capability. The time management matrix. The time management matrix categorizes activities based on their urgency and importance, resulting in 4 quadrants. 1. Quadrant I. Urgent and important activities, often crises or problems that require immediate attention. Spending too much time in this quadrant leads to a reactive, crisis-driven lifestyle. 2. Quadrant 2. Not urgent but important activities. This quadrant represents proactive, high-leverage activities like building relationships, long-term planning, and personal development. Spending more time in this quadrant leads to effectiveness and prevents crises from occurring in the first place. 3. Quadrant 3. Urgent but not important activities. These are often distractions and interruptions that seem urgent but don't contribute significantly to your goals or values. Spending too much time in this quadrant leads to a false sense of productivity. 4. Quadrant IV. Not urgent and not important activities. This quadrant represents time-wasting activities like excessive social media use, mindless entertainment, or trivial tasks. Spending too much time in this quadrant leads to low productivity and can be detrimental to personal growth. The text emphasizes the importance of focusing on Quadrant 2 activities, as they have a significant positive impact on our lives. By allocating more time to activities that are important but not necessarily urgent, we can prevent crises, think proactively, and achieve better results. Additionally, the text discusses the challenges of saying no to less important activities to make time for Quadrant 2. It highlights the need to prioritize and have a clear understanding of our highest priorities in order to make effective choices. Overall, the goal is to achieve a balance between urgent and important tasks by devoting more time and attention to Quadrant 2 activities, which lead to long-term success and fulfillment. The concept of Quadrant 2 management, as described in the text, focuses on organizing and executing activities that are important but not urgent. To effectively manage our lives and prioritize Quadrant 2 activities, the following criteria for a Quadrant 2 organizer are suggested. 1. Coherence. The tool should align with your vision, mission, roles, goals, priorities, desires, and discipline. It should have a place for your personal mission statement, roles, and short and long-term goals. 2. Balance. The tool should help you maintain balance in different areas of your life. It should remind you of your various roles, such as health, family, professional development, and personal growth, so that you don't neglect important areas. 3. Quadrant 2 focus. The tool should encourage spending time in Quadrant 2 by organizing your life on a weekly basis. Weekly planning provides greater balance and context compared to daily planning. prioritizing your activities based on your values and goals is essential. 4. People dimension. The tool should consider people, not just schedules. It should facilitate effective interactions and relationships with others. Sometimes, prioritizing people over schedules is necessary for principle-centered living. 5. Flexibility. The planning tool should serve you, not dictate your actions. It should be adaptable to your style, needs, and preferences. 6. Portability. The tool should be portable, allowing you to carry it with you most of the time. It should be easily accessible so that you can refer to it whenever needed. While there are specific tools designed according to these criteria, the principles can be applied to adapt existing third-generation tools as well. The key is to prioritize activities based on importance, align them with your values and goals, and maintain a balanced approach to time management. Living Habit 3, put first things first, involves applying the principles of Quadrant 2 organizing in your daily life. Here are the key steps to becoming a Quadrant 2 self-manager. 1. Identify roles. Start by writing down the key roles you play in your life. These can include individual roles, family roles, work roles, and roles in community or church affairs. Simply list the areas where you see yourself spending time during the next 7 days. For example, individual, husband, father, manager, chairman. 2. Select goals. Think of 2 or 3 important results you want to accomplish in each role during the next 7 days. These goals should ideally reflect Quadrant 2 activities, which are important but not urgent. They can be tied to your longer-term goals and personal mission statement if you have one. Here's an example. Individual, personal development goal. Husband, father, spend quality time with family. Manager, complete specific projects or tasks. Chairman, attend and contribute to United Way meetings. 3. Schedule. Look at the week ahead and schedule specific time blocks or appointments to achieve your goals. Consider which days or times are best suited for each activity. Allocate time for important Quadrant 2 activities like personal development, exercise, or meaningful relationships. You can also review your existing calendar for any prior appointments and evaluate their importance in relation to your goals. Here's an example. Sunday, work on personal mission statement. Monday to Wednesday, allocate 1 hour each day for exercise. Tuesday, attend United Way meeting. Thursday, spend quality time with family. 4. Daily adapting. Daily planning becomes a function of daily adapting and prioritizing activities based on your roles and goals. Take a few minutes each morning to review your schedule and make any necessary adjustments. This allows you to respond to unanticipated events, relationships, and experiences while staying focused on your goals and values. Remember, the key is to live Habit 3 by aligning your actions with your principles and values. This requires self-discipline, integrity, and commitment. While organizing your week, you may face situations where you need to prioritize a higher value over your schedule. Flexibility and adaptability are essential, and you should be willing to adjust your plans when necessary. Efficiency is important for things, but effectiveness is crucial when dealing with people. Recognize that some activities require more time and attention, especially when it involves meaningful interactions or resolving conflicts. Subordinate your schedule to higher values and be willing to invest the time needed to address important matters properly. By living Habit 3 consistently, you will experience the power of Quadrant 2 organizing and significantly increase your effectiveness in all areas of your life. The 4th generation of self-management tools and principles offers several advances over the previous generations. Here are the key advancements. 1. Principle-centered. The 4th generation recognizes the importance of principles and values in managing time effectively. It encourages individuals to focus on what is truly important and align their actions with their values. This paradigm shift allows for a more balanced and fulfilling approach to managing time. 2. Conscience-directed. This generation emphasizes the role of conscience in decision-making. It enables individuals to organize their lives in harmony with their deepest values and make choices that align with their moral compass. It empowers individuals to prioritize higher values over rigid schedules. 3. Defines a unique mission. The 4th generation helps individuals define their unique mission, including their long-term goals and values. By giving direction and purpose to daily activities, it enables individuals to make decisions that align with their mission and bring greater fulfillment. 4. Balances life through role identification. This generation focuses on balancing various roles in life. By identifying key roles and setting goals and activities for each role, individuals can create a more well-rounded and satisfying life. This approach ensures that attention and time are allocated to all important areas of life. 5. Provides context through weekly organizing. The fourth generation promotes weekly organizing and review. By looking at the bigger picture of the week, individuals can gain greater context and align their actions with their deepest values. This perspective goes beyond daily planning and allows for more meaningful and purpose-driven decisions. The central theme across these advances is the focus on relationships and results, with time being secondary. The fourth generation of self-management tools encourages individuals to delegate tasks and responsibilities effectively to others or to time itself, depending on the situation. Delegation to others is seen as a powerful high-leverage activity, enabling individuals to focus on activities that generate the most impact. There are two primary types of delegation discussed: gopher delegation and stewardship delegation. Gopher delegation is characterized by a directive approach, where tasks are assigned with specific instructions on how to accomplish them. This type of delegation is common among producers who are focused on methods and responsible for the results. However, stewardship delegation is considered a more effective approach. It recognizes the self-awareness, imagination, conscience, and free will of others. Stewardship delegation involves empowering individuals by providing them with responsibility and ownership of results. It allows for more independent decision-making and frees up the delegator's time to focus on higher leverage activities. By embracing stewardship delegation, managers can achieve greater efficiency and leverage the abilities and potential of their team members. This approach aligns with the principles of personal management and the shift from being a producer to becoming a manager in the interdependent sense. Stewardship delegation is a method of delegation that focuses on results rather than specific methods or tasks. It involves giving individuals the freedom to choose their own methods while holding them responsible for achieving the desired outcomes. Although it requires more time and effort in the beginning, it is considered a valuable investment. There are 5 key areas of mutual understanding and commitment involved in stewardship delegation. 1. Desired results. Clearly define and visualize the desired outcomes. Describe what the results should look like and establish a time frame for their achievement. 2. Guidelines. Identify the parameters within which the individual should operate. These guidelines should be minimal to avoid micromanagement but may include any necessary restrictions. It is important to communicate any known failure paths and potential pitfalls while allowing individuals to determine their own approach within the defined guidelines. 3. Resources. Identify the available resources, such as human, financial, technical, or organizational support, that the person can utilize to accomplish the desired results. 4. Accountability. Establish standards of performance to evaluate the results and define specific reporting and evaluation intervals. This ensures regular communication and assessment of progress. 5. Consequences. Specify the positive and negative consequences that will result from the evaluation. This can include financial rewards, recognition, different job assignments, or natural consequences aligned with the overall mission of the organization. An example of stewardship delegation is provided through a personal story about a father delegating the responsibility of taking care of the yard to his 7-year-old son. The father ensures that his son understands the desired results, provides guidelines, offers resources, establishes accountability, and discusses the consequences. The story highlights the importance of trust and the empowerment of individuals to take ownership of their responsibilities. Trust motivates people to perform their best, but it requires time, patience, and training. Stewardship delegation focuses on effectiveness rather than efficiency, promoting the development of individuals and ultimately increasing productivity. The approach can be adapted to different situations and individuals based on their maturity level and specific needs. Effective delegation is seen as a fundamental aspect of effective management and contributes to personal and organizational growth. The Quadrant 2 paradigm, as described in the passage, emphasizes the importance of focusing on activities that are both important and not urgent. This approach to management and personal effectiveness can have a significant positive impact on various aspects of life. Here are some application suggestions to help you implement the Quadrant 2 paradigm. 1. Identify a neglected Quadrant 2 activity. Take a moment to reflect on an activity that you know has been neglected in your life, but would have a significant impact if done well, whether it's a personal or professional aspect. Write it down and make a commitment to implement it, prioritizing it in your schedule. 2. Draw a time management matrix and track your time. Create a time management matrix, dividing it into the 4 quadrants. Estimate the percentage of time you currently spend in each quadrant. Then, for 3 days, log your time in 15-minute intervals to get an accurate picture of how you're actually spending your time. Compare the results with your initial estimate and evaluate whether you're satisfied with your time allocation. Identify areas where you need to make changes to prioritize Quadrant 2 activities. 3. Delegate responsibilities. Make a list of responsibilities that you could delegate to others. Identify the people who could take on these responsibilities or require training to handle them effectively. Determine what steps are needed to initiate the delegation or training process, such as communicating expectations and providing necessary resources. 4. Organize your upcoming week. Start by writing down your roles and goals for the week. Then, translate these goals into a specific action plan, breaking them down into actionable steps. At the end of the week, evaluate how well your plan translated your deep values and purposes into your daily life. Assess the degree of integrity you maintained in aligning your actions with your values and purposes. 5. Commit to weekly organization. Make a commitment to regularly organize your time and priorities on a weekly basis. Set aside a dedicated time slot for this activity, ensuring that it becomes a consistent practice. 6. Upgrade your planning tools. Consider converting your current planning tool into a fourth-generation tool, which typically refers to using digital tools or software that offer enhanced capabilities for organization and scheduling. Alternatively, explore and adopt a suitable tool that aligns with the Quadrant 2 paradigm. 7. Explore a Quadrant 2 day at the office. Take the time to thoroughly go through the exercise A Quadrant 2 day at the office provided in Appendix B. This exercise offers an in-depth understanding of the impact of the Quadrant 2 paradigm and how it can transform your effectiveness in a business setting. By implementing these application suggestions, you can begin to embrace the Quadrant 2 paradigm and experience the positive difference it can make in your life. Remember that the essence of this paradigm lies in prioritizing and focusing on activities that are important but not necessarily urgent, ultimately leading to increased effectiveness and a sense of fulfillment. In Part 3 of the book, the focus is on public victory and the paradigms of interdependence. The author emphasizes that effective interdependence can only be achieved after achieving true independence, which is the foundation of building successful relationships with others. The importance of self-mastery, self-discipline, and integrity is highlighted. The author shares a story about a man who attends seminars but constantly worries about his wife's constant questioning and lack of trust. The author suggests that the man cannot talk his way out of the problems he has behaved himself into, and that true change starts with oneself. The concept of sequencing is introduced, stating that private victory must come before public victory. The author emphasizes the importance of developing an independent character before trying to develop relationship skills. The author argues that the most important aspect of any relationship is not what we say or do, but who we are. The techniques and skills that make a difference in human interactions come from a truly independent character. The focus should be on building relationships inside ourselves, in our own character, before seeking to build relationships with others. The concept of the emotional bank account is introduced as a metaphor for trust and the amount of deposits and withdrawals made in a relationship. Building and repairing relationships take time, and understanding the individual is a crucial deposit. The author suggests 6 major deposits that build the emotional bank account, including seeking to understand the individual, attending to the little things, keeping commitments, clarifying expectations, showing personal integrity, and apologizing sincerely when making withdrawals. Overall, Part 3 emphasizes the importance of personal mastery, character, and trust in building successful relationships and achieving interdependence. Integrity is a crucial aspect of building trust and making deposits in relationships. It goes beyond mere honesty and involves aligning our actions with our words, keeping promises, and fulfilling expectations. When we demonstrate personal integrity, we generate trust and strengthen the bonds with others. One important aspect of personal integrity is being loyal to those who are not present. By defending and speaking positively about absent individuals, we build trust with those who are present. On the other hand, if we engage in gossip or speak negatively about others behind their backs, it erodes trust and demonstrates duplicity. Building trust requires treating everyone by the same set of principles and being consistent in our actions. Clarifying expectations is another important aspect of fostering trust and avoiding misunderstandings. Unclear expectations can lead to disappointment, frustration, and withdrawal of trust. By openly discussing and clarifying expectations from the beginning, we can avoid unnecessary conflicts and build a foundation of trust. Furthermore, keeping commitments and promises is vital for trust building. When we make a promise, particularly concerning someone's livelihood or well-being, it is crucial to follow through. Breaking promises can lead to significant withdrawals of trust and can make it difficult for others to believe in future commitments. In summary, attending to the little things, such as showing kindness and respect, and practicing personal integrity through honesty, loyalty, fulfilling expectations, and keeping commitments are all essential for making deposits in relationships and building trust. By embodying these qualities, we create a solid foundation of trust, which strengthens our connections with others and enhances the quality of our relationships. The habits of public victory, or success in working with other people, are a key aspect of effective interdependence. These habits work together to create strong relationships and productive collaboration. Here, we'll delve into each habit in detail. 1. Habit 4. Think win-win. This habit emphasizes the importance of seeking mutual benefit in all interactions. Instead of adopting a competitive mindset where one person's win is seen as another's loss, a win-win approach aims to find solutions that satisfy all parties involved. It requires a cooperative mindset and the belief that there is always a way to create mutually beneficial outcomes. 2. Habit 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. This habit emphasizes the value of active listening and empathetic communication. Rather than jumping to conclusions or rushing to make your point, it is crucial to genuinely listen to others with the intent to understand their perspective. By seeking first to understand, you create an environment of trust and openness, which in turn allows you to effectively convey your own thoughts and ideas. 3. Habit 6. Synergize. Synergy is the idea that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. This habit encourages collaborative teamwork and creative problem solving. By valuing and embracing the diversity of ideas, perspectives, and strengths within a group, you can tap into the collective intelligence and find innovative solutions that surpass individual contributions. Synergy requires trust, respect, and a willingness to cooperate. These habits of public victory are grounded in strong character and integrity. They go beyond mere techniques or superficial strategies and require a genuine commitment to building meaningful relationships and promoting the welfare of all involved. By practicing these habits consistently, individuals can create an environment of trust, cooperation, and shared success. The win mentality is focused on personal gain and getting what one wants, without necessarily wanting others to lose. It is a common approach in everyday negotiations where there is no sense of competition or conflict. Individuals with a win mentality prioritize their own interests and leave it up to others to take care of their own needs. While the win mentality may be suitable in certain situations, it often lacks cooperation and can lead to suboptimal outcomes. It doesn't consider the potential for mutual benefit or the long-term impact on relationships. This approach may overlook the value of collaboration and finding solutions that satisfy everyone involved. In contrast, the win-win paradigm emphasizes seeking mutual benefit and creating solutions that are satisfying for all parties. It is a mindset that believes there is plenty for everyone and that one person's success doesn't have to come at the expense of others. Win-win solutions are characterized by collaboration, cooperation, and a focus on shared goals. The win-win approach recognizes that most aspects of life are interdependent, and that cooperation is crucial for achieving optimal results. It encourages individuals to transcend the win-lose or lose-win mentalities and seek a higher, better way of interaction. Win-win thinking promotes the belief in the third alternative, where creative solutions can be found that go beyond individual preferences. By adopting a win-win mindset, individuals can foster better relationships, build trust, and promote a culture of cooperation and synergy. It requires a shift in thinking from a competitive mindset to one that values collaboration and seeks mutually beneficial outcomes. It's important to note that win-win is not a technique or a quick-fix program, but a philosophy of human interaction. It requires individuals to examine their underlying paradigms and beliefs about cooperation, competition, and success. By focusing on developing a win-win mindset and actively seeking mutually beneficial solutions, individuals can cultivate effective interpersonal leadership and create a positive impact in their personal and professional relationships. The best option among the philosophies of win-win, win-lose, lose-win, lose-lose, and win is subjective and depends on the specific circumstances and goals of the situation. Here are some considerations for each philosophy. 1. Win-win. This philosophy aims for mutually beneficial outcomes, where both parties collaborate to find a solution that satisfies their interests. It is generally considered the most effective approach in most situations, especially in interdependent realities where maintaining positive relationships is important. 2. Win-lose. This philosophy focuses on achieving one's own goals without considering the interests of others. It may be appropriate in competitive situations or when cooperation is not crucial, but it can strain relationships and lead to long-term negative consequences. 3. Lose-win. This philosophy involves sacrificing one's own interests to accommodate others. It may be suitable when maintaining a relationship is a priority and the issue at hand is not significant. However, consistently adopting a lose-win approach can result in feelings of resentment or exploitation. 4. Lose-lose. This philosophy implies that neither party achieves their desired outcomes. It is generally an undesirable option since it leads to negative consequences for both parties and does not provide a satisfactory resolution. 5. Win. This philosophy focuses solely on achieving one's own goals without considering the interests or well-being of others. It disregards the importance of maintaining positive relationships and can lead to strained interactions and long-term negative effects. In most situations, a win-win approach is considered the most effective and viable option because it allows for collaboration, maintains positive relationships, and seeks mutually beneficial outcomes. However, it's crucial to assess the specific context and goals to determine the most appropriate philosophy to adopt. The passage you provided discusses the concept of public victory, which refers to success in effective interaction that brings mutually beneficial results to everyone involved. Public victory is about working together, communicating together, and making things happen together, rather than trying to achieve victory over others. The passage emphasizes that public victory is an outgrowth of the abundance mentality paradigm, which is characterized by integrity, maturity, and a genuine desire for win-win outcomes in human interactions. It suggests that one way to develop a win-win character is to associate with models or mentors who exemplify the win-win philosophy. This can be achieved by reading literature or watching movies or plays that expose individuals to models of win-win behavior. The passage also highlights the importance of relationships in building and maintaining win-win interactions. Trust, referred to as the emotional bank account, is seen as the essence of win-win. Without trust, compromise becomes the best possible outcome. Trust enables open communication, mutual learning, and real creativity. When both parties have a high emotional bank account, the negative energy focused on differences in personality and position is eliminated, and a positive, cooperative energy focused on understanding and resolving issues is created. Agreements are seen as the result of win-win relationships. They provide definition and direction to win-win interactions and are based on clear communication and understanding. The passage suggests that agreements should focus on desired results rather than methods, specify guidelines and resources, establish accountability, and outline the consequences of the agreement. The passage also discusses win-win management training and gives an example of a paradigm shift in a banking institution's management training program. The program shifted from a system-controlled instruction paradigm to a learner-controlled instruction paradigm, which resulted in increased motivation and creativity among trainees. Despite initial resistance from top executives, the trainees were able to meet the objectives and criteria set forth, demonstrating the effectiveness of the win-win approach. Overall, the passage emphasizes the importance of win-win interactions, trust, relationships, and clear agreements in achieving public victory and mutually beneficial outcomes. It encourages individuals to adopt a win-win mindset and actively work towards win-win solutions in their interactions with others. Based on the text you provided, it seems that you are exploring the concept of win-win agreements and the importance of applying win-win thinking in various aspects of life. Here are some application suggestions based on the information you provided. 1. Think about an upcoming interaction. Reflect on a situation where you will need to reach an agreement or negotiate a solution with someone. Commit to maintaining a balance between courage and consideration during the process. 2. Identify obstacles. Make a list of obstacles that prevent you from applying the win-win paradigm more frequently. Consider what actions you can take within your circle of influence to eliminate some of these obstacles. 3. Develop a win-win agreement. Choose a specific relationship where you would like to establish a win-win agreement. Put yourself in the other person's shoes and try to understand their perspective. Write down what results would constitute a win for both parties. Approach the other person and engage in open communication until you reach a mutually beneficial solution. 4. Strengthen emotional bank accounts. Identify 3 key relationships in your life and assess the balance in each emotional bank account. Determine specific ways you can make deposits in each account to build trust and strengthen the relationships. 5. Examine your scripting. Reflect on your own scripting, which refers to the beliefs and patterns of behavior that shape your interactions with others. Determine if your scripting tends to be win-lose oriented and how it affects your relationships. Identify the source of your scripting and evaluate whether it aligns with your current reality. 6. Find a win-win model. Look for individuals who exemplify win-win thinking, even in challenging situations. Observe and learn from their example to enhance your own understanding and practice of win-win principles. Remember, applying win-win thinking and establishing win-win agreements require personal integrity, trust, and a supportive environment. By aligning systems, processes, and relationships with the win-win paradigm, you can foster cooperation, collaboration, and positive outcomes in various aspects of life. The passage you provided discusses the importance of empathic communication and the principle of seek first to understand, then to be understood. It starts with a story about an optometrist who fails to understand the patient's problem before prescribing a solution, highlighting the importance of diagnosing before prescribing in communication. The passage then emphasizes the significance of effective communication skills, stating that communication is the most important skill in life. It suggests that while people spend years learning how to read, write, and speak, they often lack training in listening, especially empathic listening. Empathic listening is described as listening with the intent to understand, getting inside another person's frame of reference, and truly grasping their feelings and perspective. The text emphasizes that empathic listening involves more than just understanding the words being said. It requires using all senses, including observing body language and paying attention to emotions. By practicing empathic listening, one can gain accurate data about the other person and make deposits in their emotional bank account, creating a sense of psychological air and validating their experiences. The passage concludes with a story of a man who used empathic listening in a challenging business situation and was able to turn the tide in his favor. This story illustrates the practical benefits of empathic communication in problem solving and influencing others. Overall, the passage emphasizes the transformative power of empathic listening and the importance of understanding others before seeking to be understood. It suggests that empathic communication is essential for building trust, solving problems, and positively influencing relationships. The passage you shared emphasizes the importance of understanding others before making judgments or offering solutions. It suggests that in various aspects of life, such as sales, law, product design, teaching, parenting, and interpersonal relations, seeking to understand first is crucial. The passage discusses 4 common autobiographical responses people tend to have when listening to others: evaluating, probing, advising, and interpreting. These responses are based on our own experiences, motives, and behavior, and they can hinder genuine understanding. The passage also highlights the limitations of relying solely on words to understand someone else's perspective. It suggests that empathic listening, which involves reflecting feelings and rephrasing content, can help create a deeper understanding between individuals. By using both logical and emotional aspects of our brain, we can provide psychological air and foster a soul-to-soul connection, allowing the other person to trust us with their thoughts and feelings. Overall, the passage emphasizes the importance of seeking understanding before making judgments or offering advice, and it promotes empathic listening as a powerful tool for building stronger relationships and improving communication. The passage you provided emphasizes the importance of empathic listening and understanding in building strong relationships and resolving conflicts. It suggests that when people are hurting, they are more likely to open up and share their thoughts and feelings if they feel genuinely understood and loved. The author highlights the need for sincere motives and a desire to understand without manipulation or judgment. The passage also discusses the time investment required for empathic listening, but emphasizes that it saves time in the long run by preventing misunderstandings and unresolved problems. It mentions the power of empathic listening to create a safe and open environment for communication and problem solving. Furthermore, the passage touches on the concept of perception and how individuals may have different perspectives based on their experiences, values, and beliefs. It emphasizes the importance of seeking to understand others' perceptions and viewpoints in order to collaborate effectively and achieve win-win solutions. The author introduces the concept of ethos, pathos, and logos, explaining that effective communication involves building personal credibility, aligning with the emotional trust of others, and presenting logical reasoning. It suggests that understanding others deeply and presenting ideas contextually increases the credibility and effectiveness of one's communication. The passage concludes by stating that habit 5, seeking first to understand, is a powerful practice within one's circle of influence. By genuinely listening and understanding others, individuals can expand their influence and build stronger relationships. It emphasizes the transformative power of empathic understanding in touching the souls of others and walking on holy ground. Overall, the passage emphasizes the importance of empathic listening, understanding others' perspectives, and seeking win-win solutions through effective communication and collaboration. 1. Select a relationship in which you sense the emotional bank account is in the red. Try to understand and write down the situation from the other person's point of view. In your next interaction, listen for understanding, comparing what you are hearing with what you wrote down. How valid were your assumptions? Did you really understand that individual's perspective? To apply this suggestion, you need to choose a specific relationship where you feel there is a strain or imbalance. It could be a friendship, family relationship, romantic partnership, or professional relationship. Reflect on the dynamics of the relationship and consider how the emotional bank account, which represents trust and emotional connection, might be in the negative. Next, put yourself in the other person's shoes and try to understand their perspective. Consider their feelings, thoughts, and experiences that might have led to the current state of the relationship. Write down your assumptions about their point of view. In your next interaction with that person, focus on actively listening to them. Pay attention to their words, tone, and body language. Compare what they are saying and expressing with the assumptions you wrote down earlier. Reflect on the validity of your assumptions and evaluate if you truly understand their perspective. 2. Share the concept of empathy with someone close to you. Tell him or her you want to work on really listening to others and ask for feedback in a week. How did you do? How did it make that person feel? Choose someone close to you, such as a family member, friend, or partner, and express your intention to improve your listening skills and practice empathy. Explain that you want to understand others better and create a stronger connection with them. Let them know that you would appreciate their feedback on your progress after a week. Throughout the week, make a conscious effort to listen attentively when talking to others. Practice empathy by trying to understand their emotions, perspectives, and needs. After a week, have a conversation with the person you shared this with and ask for their feedback. Inquire about their thoughts on whether they noticed any positive changes in your listening and empathetic abilities. Also, ask them how it made them feel to be listened to and understood. This feedback can provide valuable insights into your progress and the impact you have on others. 3. The next time you have an opportunity to watch people communicate, cover your ears for a few minutes and just watch. What emotions are being communicated that may not come across in words alone? Take the opportunity to observe a conversation or interaction between people. Instead of focusing on what they are saying, cover your ears and solely rely on visual cues and body language. Watch the non-verbal expressions, gestures, facial expressions, and body posture of the individuals involved. As you observe, pay attention to the emotions that are being conveyed. Notice if there are any discrepancies between what is expressed verbally and what is communicated non-verbally. Emotions such as joy, sadness, anger, fear, surprise, or excitement may become evident through non-verbal cues. Reflect on how these non-verbal signals enhance or influence the overall communication and understanding between the individuals involved. 4. Next time you catch yourself inappropriately using one of the autobiographical responses, try to turn the situation into a deposit by acknowledgement and apology. Be mindful of your communication habits and notice if you tend to respond to others with probing questions, evaluations, advice, or interpretations based on your own experiences. These responses can sometimes hinder effective communication and empathy. When you catch yourself using one of these responses inappropriately, pause and acknowledge your mistake. Apologize to the person and express your realization that you were not genuinely trying to. The passage you provided discusses the importance of synergy, creativity, openness, and communication in achieving significant improvement and gain. It mentions an example of David Lilienthal, who created a high emotional bank account by facilitating human interaction and bonding among a diverse group of influential individuals. This resulted in a closely knit, open, creative, and synergistic team. The passage also illustrates different levels of communication related to trust. In low-trust situations, communication is characterized by defensiveness, protectiveness, and legalistic language, leading to win-lose or lose-lose outcomes. Respectful communication, on the other hand, involves politeness and understanding but may lack deep exploration of underlying paradigms and assumptions, limiting creative possibilities. Synergy, represented by high trust, allows for solutions that exceed the original proposals and fosters a culture of non-protective interaction. The concept of seeking a third alternative is introduced as a paradigm shift from either or thinking. It involves finding a solution that is mutually beneficial and better than what either party initially proposed. The passage presents a scenario where a husband wants to go on a fishing trip while his wife wants to visit her ailing mother. By empathetically understanding each other's desires and concerns, they synergize and come up with a solution that satisfies both parties, building their relationship in the process. Negative synergy is discussed as a result of trying to solve problems or make decisions in an interdependent reality with a win-lose or lose-win mentality. Insecure individuals may try to mold others into their own thinking or manipulate situations rather than truly listening and valuing different perspectives. The passage emphasizes the importance of intrapersonal synergy, which involves integrating both logical and creative thinking to handle the complexity of life. The passage concludes with an anecdote about a couple seeking help with their communication issues. The husband's left brain, logical thinking, clashes with his wife's right brain, intuitive thinking, leading to a breakdown in communication. By bridging the gap and understanding each other's communication styles, they can work towards improving their marriage. Valuing the differences and embracing synergy is important for several reasons, even if you believe you see the world objectively. Here are some key points to consider. 1. Limited perspective. No matter how objective you believe your view of the world is, it is still shaped by your own conditioning, experiences, and biases. Recognizing this limitation is crucial because it opens you up to the possibility of gaining new insights and expanding your understanding. 2. Rich resources. By valuing the differences in other people's perspectives, you open yourself up to a wealth of knowledge and understanding. Each person brings their unique experiences and insights to the table, and by appreciating those differences, you can enhance your own knowledge and broaden your worldview. 3. Third alternatives. Embracing the idea that two people can disagree and both be right challenges the notion of a dichotomous either or perspective. Often, there are alternative solutions and perspectives that can emerge when people with different viewpoints come together. Synergy allows for the exploration of these third alternatives, which can lead to more innovative and effective outcomes. 4. Enhanced communication. Engaging with someone who sees things differently than you do can improve your communication skills. By actively seeking to understand their perspective and valuing their contribution, you create an environment that fosters effective communication and collaboration. This can lead to better relationships and more productive interactions. 5. Overcoming limitations. Valuing differences and embracing synergy allows you to transcend the limitations of your own conditioning. It helps you recognize that your perspective is not the only valid one and encourages you to be open to new ideas and insights. This openness can lead to personal growth and development. In summary, valuing the differences and embracing synergy is not about abandoning your own perspective, but rather recognizing its limitations and appreciating the unique contributions that others can make. By doing so, you open yourself up to new knowledge, understanding, and possibilities for growth. 1. Thinking about a person who sees things differently than you do can be a great opportunity for generating third alternative solutions. Seek out their views on a current project or problem and value the different perspectives you are likely to hear. Engage in open and respectful dialogue, actively listening to their ideas and opinions. Look for areas of common ground and build upon them to create innovative solutions that incorporate the best of both perspectives. 2. Take a moment to reflect on the people who irritate you. Consider whether their differing views could actually lead to synergy if you had greater intrinsic security and valued those differences. Try to identify the underlying reasons behind your irritation and challenge yourself to see the potential value in their perspectives. Engage in open conversations with them, seeking to understand their viewpoints better and finding common ground where possible. 3. If you desire greater teamwork and synergy in a particular situation, it's important to create the conditions that support it. Start by fostering an environment of trust and open communication. Encourage active listening and respect for different opinions. Establish clear goals and objectives, ensuring that everyone understands the shared purpose and vision. Promote collaboration and encourage diverse participation, valuing each team member's contributions. Provide opportunities for team-building activities and training sessions that enhance collaboration skills. By creating an atmosphere of trust, respect, and shared goals, you can facilitate greater teamwork and synergy. 4. When faced with a disagreement or confrontation, strive to understand the concerns underlying the other person's position. Practice active listening and empathy to gain insights into their perspective. Instead of focusing solely on your own position, look for mutually beneficial solutions that address their concerns as well. Engage in constructive dialogue and brainstorm creative ideas that can address the core issues at hand. By seeking to understand and address underlying concerns, you can foster a more collaborative and mutually beneficial resolution. Habit 7 of Stephen Covey's book The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People is called Sharpen the Saw. It emphasizes the importance of self-renewal and focuses on preserving and enhancing the 4 dimensions of your nature: physical, spiritual, mental, and social, emotional. This habit is positioned at the center of the 7 habits paradigm because it supports and enables the other habits. In the story shared in the text, a person is seen sawing down a tree in the woods. When asked why he doesn't take a break to sharpen the saw and make the job easier, the man replies that he doesn't have time because he is too busy sawing. This story highlights the tendency to get caught up in busyness and neglect self-care and renewal. The physical dimension of renewal involves taking care of your physical body. This includes eating the right kinds of foods, getting sufficient rest and relaxation, and exercising regularly. Exercise is a quadrant 2 activity, meaning it is important but not urgent, and it often gets neglected. However, neglecting exercise can lead to health problems in the long run. Covey suggests that dedicating 3 to 6 hours a week or a minimum of 30 minutes a day, every other day, to exercise is a wise investment in your physical well-being. Aerobic exercise, stretching, and muscle resistance exercises are all important for building endurance, flexibility, and strength. The spiritual dimension of renewal is about connecting with your core values and finding inspiration and upliftment. It is a highly personal area of life and can be nourished in different ways by different people. Some may find renewal through prayerful meditation, reading scriptures, immersion in great literature or music, or communing with nature. The spiritual dimension provides leadership to your life and ties you to timeless truths that guide and inspire you. Renewing the physical and spiritual dimensions requires proactive effort. It involves making time for self-care, even when it seems difficult or there are competing demands. Taking care of your physical well-being through exercise can have long-term benefits, such as increased energy and improved overall health. Nurturing your spiritual dimension by connecting with your values and sources of inspiration can profoundly affect your self-esteem, self-confidence, and integrity. In conclusion, Habit 7 reminds us to prioritize self-renewal by sharpening the saw. This means taking care of our physical, spiritual, mental, and social, emotional well-being in a balanced way. By investing in ourselves and making time for renewal, we become more effective in all areas of our lives. The provided text discusses the importance of mental development and continuous learning, especially after leaving formal education. It emphasizes the negative impact of excessive television watching on mental growth and encourages limiting television time while engaging in more enriching activities, such as reading and writing. The author mentions the significance of a liberal education, which involves examining life's programs against broader questions and paradigms. Reading quality literature, including classic works, autobiographies, and current literature, is recommended as a way to expand one's mind and understanding of the world. Writing, particularly journaling and communicating deeply through letters, is presented as another way to sharpen mental clarity and context. Organizing and planning are discussed as part of mental renewal, allowing individuals to visualize and work towards their goals effectively. The text then transitions to discuss the social, emotional dimension of life, which focuses on interpersonal skills, empathic communication, and creative cooperation. The author emphasizes the importance of practicing habits 4, 5, and 6, which involve effective communication, listening empathically, and seeking win-win solutions in conflicts. Intrinsic security, derived from accurate paradigms and living a life of integrity, is identified as a source of emotional stability in interdependent relationships. Serving others and making meaningful contributions are also highlighted as ways to find joy and purpose in life. The text concludes by encouraging individuals to be positive scripters, affirming others' potential and worth, and believing in their capacity to grow and change. It cites the story of Man of La Mancha as an example of how affirming others' virtues and potential can inspire positive transformations. Overall, the text emphasizes personal growth, continuous learning, emotional intelligence, and positive interactions with others as essential aspects of a fulfilling life. The text emphasizes the importance of balanced renewal in organizations and individuals for optimal effectiveness. It discusses 4 dimensions of renewal: physical, spiritual, mental, and social, emotional. Neglecting any dimension creates resistance to growth. The synergy among these dimensions is crucial, as improvement in one dimension enhances abilities in others. The 7 habits of highly effective people are introduced as a framework for balanced renewal. The process of continuous improvement in education of conscience is highlighted. The text concludes with a personal story illustrating the transformative power of deep communication and utilizing the gap between stimulus and response. The author reflects on a difficult issue they had with their partner Sandra regarding her obsession with Frigidaire appliances. The author struggled to understand Sandra's unwavering loyalty to the brand, and it caused negative feelings and tension in their relationship. Eventually, they had a deep conversation where Sandra revealed that her attachment to Frigidaire stemmed from her father's reliance on the brand during a financial struggle in his appliance business. This insight helped the author gain a new level of respect and understanding for Sandra. They emphasize the importance of open communication and discussing feelings in a relationship. The author also discusses the power of intergenerational living and the impact our scripts and family history have on future generations. They encourage becoming a transition person by breaking negative cycles and passing on positive scripts. The author concludes by emphasizing the significance of interchange and aligning our thoughts and character with correct principles to achieve unity and true fulfillment in life.